Catholic living over here. You're in the database, bro. And we're live. And guys, welcome to another exciting episode of Bamboo Street. It's nice having you guys here. And it's nice being here. But before we start, round of applause to you guys. All right, so that round of applause was just for you guys supporting us and everything. It's really appreciate it. And yeah, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. But anyway, Volta, what we doing today, Ben?
Yeah, oh, so we are in Trump's America.
Oh,
So with the first topic, Donald Trump has taken over Washington, D.C. He's sending the National Guard, the National Police, and the Army Reserves to Washington, D.C. He says he doesn't like the crime rate. He's comparing Washington, D.C. to Baghdad. And yeah, I'm like, guy is crazy.
why don't you just
And
like fire the police?
yeah,
You don't need a
and
policeman. The policeman.
shit, he can't do that. He doesn't have the
You know how the guts
authority to.
together because the day he decide, hey,
Yeah,
you know what? Let's just clean it all up. Let's get rid of the police. Maybe that day he's probably gonna catch one. He
indeed.
grazed his ear. This time he's gonna catch him live and direct.
She fucking Mr.
These guys
Trump
want their
drama.
they want their pension money. Nobody's stopping that. Anyway, let me not hold.
Nobody. And the second one is the beef is over, but the lawsuit is still continuing. Drake wants a lot from Kendrick Lamar, so we'll find out what he wants. So let's start with Mr. Trump. I'm gonna play you the video that started it all. Okay, let me know if you can hear.
Here for many years that
All right.
there is no
Can you hear?
message for the Democrat lawmakers like Nancy Pelosi or media who are saying after living here for many years that there is no crime and you're trying to start a new news cycle.
It's another reason why the Democrats lost the election in a landslide. They lie. It's just lie. Look, the crime is very bad. I think they'd be much better off saying, we want to help President Trump with the crime because it's an epidemic. It's a tragic situation. It's the worst it's ever been. And we want to help President Trump with the crime as opposed to, he's a dictator. He's a dictator. People are so happy to see our military going into D.C. and getting these thugs out. As you know, we arrested a lot of people yesterday. We arrested a lot of people today. We're getting people that have arrest records that you wouldn't believe. 28 arrests, 15 arrests, brutal people. And we're going to have to do something about this cashless bail because people shoot somebody, they kill somebody, and they're out on the street in less than an hour. Now,
But you gotta love Trump, man. Trump is innovative. That's one thing I gotta give the guy. No matter what problem comes his way, he's gonna give a solution. It may not be the best, but he's trying hard, man.
He's
You
trying.
gotta hand it to people who try hard. I mean, yeah, maybe his course of action is not the best. He sounds like a dictator in a democratic country that believes in freedom and rights for all. But honestly, sometimes to like be the judge and put your foot down and say like, hell no, ain't happening. We ain't taking that. We don't care about what is written in the policies. We're going to figure out a way to get shit done, because what these people tend to do, they tend to maneuver between the policies in order for you can't hold them by the throat. But sometimes, like for some stuff like crime, there has to be like a no policy. So I don't know all the details about exactly what these people are doing and whether, because I'm not an expert, whether it's justified that he's um calling in the army to shut things down is the best way. But all what I can say is that America should be thankful that they have somebody who's trying. That's all.
Indeed. Indeed. because DC is not a state. DC is just a small, uh, like I'll call it like a federal property. You
Hmm.
know, they don't have a senator. The only thing they have is a mayor, right? Because it's not a city, it's like a governmental land.
Yeah,
But
because
people
that's
live
where the
on that
president is. The
yeah,
White House is there.
yeah. But then the population, I would say the diversification of the population in the early 2000s was around 80% black. Crime was through the roof. But then everybody was afraid to do something about it because they're going to say you are being racist, right?
Mm.
So no, Obama didn't do much. Clinton didn't do much. Uh, Now the population is 50% black now. So Trump is trying to do something about it. And all these black folks online are crying that why is he targeting black folks? And I'm like, just this year alone, there's 16 murders of black kids. 16 murders. Kids under 12, 11 are getting shot every day. You should be thanking God that somebody, a white man, even though he might be putting his neck on black folks, at least he's doing something. Nobody got shot yesterday. you
Yeah.
know,
Well,
nobody
for me,
died yesterday.
as long as he's not like sending the military there to like harass regular civilians who just minding their own business, it's all good. If he's going after people who trying to do crime, people should be happy
Yeah, but
because
you're not.
I just think
Yeah,
that sometimes people are being a little bit small minded and they're looking at the small picture, but they should look like big picture. Because one of
yeah,
the reasons why you would send in the military is to get things to calm down. And once things calm down, then the regular police force can do their job because, or
yeah.
maybe he needs to get a new chief of police.
That lady is
Police
trash.
inside there is like she doesn't know how to do her job, or
Oh,
whoever is in
she's so
charge of
trash.
the job.
They were interviewing her and they were like, okay, since the National Guard is here, okay, let me play. Okay, since the National Guard is here, what is the line of command?
The chain of command.
Yeah, we're like the simple question, what's the line of command? And she's like, what do you mean? What is that? So the mayor had to step in and they're like, okay, we have the National Guard, and the National Guard is gonna liaise with the police. And I'm like, that's your job. If they put ladies in position of power, and this lady can't even explain what the line of command is.
Maybe
Anyway,
she's
I
just
want
maybe she's just too angry. It's like this guy not supposed to be here and just being ignorant. So that means they probably never even talked, or she didn't pick his call.
you know her position before she became the police chief.
What?
He was the principal director for equity in the police. Equity. It means there has to be black people, there has to be LGBT people hired, there has to be gays and lesbians, there has to be people in a wheelchair. Everybody has to be hired. That was his job,
Mm.
DEI. And then they just shifted to being the chief of police. So I want to
Well,
play
you know
you.
what? You know what's going on? She's going back to her old traits.
Hold
She
on.
really believes in
Oh, repeat
equality.
that.
She goes back to her old traits. She really believes in equality. She's trying to do it
Yeah.
even there, giving equality to criminals.
Yeah. That's true. That is very true.
Oh
That
wow.
is very true.
But I
But that's
Anyway.
cool though. These
You see,
guys ain't harassing nobody. They just
yeah.
on the street talking, and nobody ain't doing shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
There's order in the place, bro. Because
That's
nobody
what I'm
want to go.
talking about.
No one want to go and have a shootout with the people in the army. They light you up, bro.
Yeah, they light you up. And the people that are
But
not committing crimes, uh, yo, hold on, let me pick up this call. Okay.
okay. But you know what I love the most about this shit?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
he took a page from Africa's book.
Oh, yeah,
Because
they
in
were, yeah,
Africa,
they
they
were
tend to
here
have
about
they tend to have
2 years
like
ago.
soldiers
While the
taking
next
care
outside.
and controlling like the civilized the
Okay,
civilians, making sure that everything is in order,
okay.
nobody
You enjoy
committing
the
crime.
conversation though.
They don't have any police force, and a lot of these soldiers probably just
Are you walking?
collecting taxpayers' money, and
Oh, yeah, I
you know
feel like you were walking. Oh,
they're
okay.
not even like
Okay.
doing
Yeah, that was a
anything.
good conversation.
But
Anyway,
now
okay. All right.
with them,
All right.
they're just sitting on their before they would be sitting on their ass, not doing anything every day. But at least this time, the taxpayers' dollars are going to use. It's like they have something to do with their time instead of just sitting on their ass all day and just training, training, training. You know, they come out and provide a little service for you guys with no
Yo,
extra cost. No extra
it's
cost,
no
bro.
extra cost. That's what I'm trying to say. And then you see the people that were just jogging and saying hi. If you are not committing crime, there's nothing you should be afraid of.
Yeah, people happy. They jog in the street, not even worried because I'm just passing by a couple of soldiers like nothing. I feel safe in Washington D.C. now.
Yeah, and guess what, right? And there's a surge in pay to demonstrate. So come to find out, there's this policy under the Democrat where anytime Trump does something, right, people are getting paid to just go demonstrate. So in the DC area, there's people are signing up, get paid to demonstrate. So people are on the street demonstrating. I'm like, what is wrong with people? There's no way. If you go to Beijing, that's the seat of government. It's the
Yeah,
safest
but
place in the world.
I wouldn't compare it to Beijing though, because Beijing, China is a different animal on its own. You can't protest at all. But what I would just say, some people are just like sore losers. It's like you lose the election, and you're not happy, and people doing better results, so you're just trying to
Yeah,
cause problems for them. Or maybe the
indeed.
people who is organizing that is it could actually be terrorists of America. People who want America to fall and they're
Yeah,
in the country, they would set that up just to make the country fall. Like
yeah,
it could be
that is wow.
like an undercover plot because they know how the country is set up. Before people used to go and strap up bombs on themselves and blow everybody up. Now they're trying to get the the
Yeah,
civilians of the place to cause problems for everybody. So maybe they
yeah,
get smarter and choose a different approach.
it is what. And then you know what's sad about the whole thing? 2 years ago, right?
Mm.
2 years ago, under Biden, the mayor of DC was under oath saying we need the National Guard because crime is just going out, like going through the roof. That was just 2 years ago. Now she's like, man, I think Trump is taking away our civil liberties and uh trampling on human rights, and I think it feels like we're under a dictatorial administration and a lot of big words. I'm like, I thought 2 years ago you were begging for the same thing, but because it's not Joe Biden, it's Trump. It's like everybody just went crazy. They were like, okay, crime, yeah, crime is down 26%. I'm like, 26% from what? It's not like crime is down zero. It's less crime is down 26%. So 26% from what? I mean, there's still crime, there's still carjacking, there's still, and I'm like, yo, these people I want to play you another video of a
But hold
black
on.
man.
I think her biggest issue is that she's worried about her job, because Trump is a dictator, and Trump is a kind of guy, because he's from the business um background. What do business people do? You have a business, you have matching orders, and the job not getting done. What happens next? You gotta
Yeah,
go. You
but
gotta go.
something. But the
You gotta
problem
go.
is DC is run by liberals. DC, in all honesty, should have been conservative because that's the seat of government. But this is run by Democrat liberals. So there's no way this lady is going to go, regardless of whatever Trump does.
what I
You
learned
know,
what I learned recently with what we seen with Trump, whenever he wants something, he gonna find a way. Like, you see, like, just how he wanted the crypto thing to become law, and it cannot become in law. Even like insert somebody in the Fed recently. That's what I'm hearing from some news outlets.
yeah,
So he might create a brand new position and insert that person above her. And what
yeah,
happens? It's like you're gonna lose your job sooner or later if you can't get things to go right. Because to me, it makes no sense having a mayor or having someone in charge of the security of a city if they can't get the job done. And
yeah,
to me, with the National Guard come in and just chilling on the street and it's getting done. So what was the police doing? If the police knew that all this shit was happening all the time, why not just chill on the street?
yeah. Because it's a numbers game for them, right? Because uh, if a crime happens and nobody reports it, there's no crime. So they might arrest somebody, maybe petty theft, maybe stole something under $50. They were like, ah, I don't want to do paperwork for $50. Man, get the hell out of it, put that shit back. So they are not reporting a lot of crime. So the crime is down 26%, just means, hey, we are just closing our eyes on certain petty crimes and shooting. Oh, there's no gun, so we just close the case. It's a cold case. So a lot of people are able to find out, oh, these people are just underreporting the crime so that they are not being investigated, right? So
But
that's
also one take I got from that video, because there's only a certain amount of military vehicles and military guys. So it seems like the majority of the crime tends to happen in a certain area, because these guys just chilling in one spot. What about the
yeah.
rest of the spots in the city or the area?
Well,
So that,
so
that just brings up a big question. Is like, if they could just chill in that small little area and everybody hands off,
yeah,
then why couldn't the cops get the same job done?
you see, that's
Is
one.
it because they're not strategic enough?
They are, but then the cops are also under a lot of pressure because you push far enough and you get sued, and you are in a Democrat-run state or city, so there's no the cops are in like a lose-lose situation. So guess what the mayor is now saying? The mayor is like, instead of the National Guard and the army reserves just chilling in like the nicest parts, like the state parks and all these museums and then the Kennedy Center, they should go to the high crime areas. That's what the mayor is now saying. He said, okay, we need to yo, this mayor
We
is
need their
crazy.
help. We need their help over there, huh?
Yeah, because these people in like the parks, we only have homeless people and petty crimes or petty theft in those areas. So they have to move. So the people are like, okay, cool. So last night they went into those areas. Now this morning everybody's complaining that they're just arresting everybody, bro. I'm like, cool. What do you guys want? You know. So there's a video, two videos actually. I want to play one from one black guy. Some of the blacks are really happy, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You see now I'm at the White House. Man, down the city is quiet as a church mouse, young. I came all the way down Pennsylvania Avenue this morning. So peaceful. I don't smell no weed, young. I don't see no homeless people. I mean, I came all the way through the southeast side, all the way down here. You see now I'm at the White House, jump, man. It's
Oh,
quiet, yeah. It's a shame that it takes somebody to have to sit in your classroom in order for you to be in order, yeah. Because that's what it feels like, yeah. You gotta be babysitter to do your job, yeah. Stuff been out of control for years. You gotta do better, yeah. You gotta do better, yeah. And mainly, young, you got the problems. It's us, man. It's always us giving everybody a bad name, yeah. We'll see how long this lasts, yeah. How many murders was it last night? How many carjackings was it last night? Talk to me. And y'all keep on posting all these data numbers and things of that nature that y'all see everybody else reposting. The stuff that came from the Metropolitan Police Department and the mayor, yeah. Let me tell you something, yeah. Let me tell you something. You can't be that stupid. You can't be, man. Who enters that information to get that data analysis, yeah? People do. You can enter whatever numbers you want to make whatever report show what, but you can't hide the crime, young. You can't do it. Let me give you something to break it down to you for those that don't understand. I retired from UPS, right? So what they used to do to play with the numbers or whatever, we have mission packages. You'll have drivers over the hours. They'd go in and enter the information and the report would show whatever they needed to show to keep their bonus that week for their bosses not to fire their ass. So stop believing that stuff. And I don't know if you ever had to deal with the DC government, young, but they suck, young. They have got a lot more better now that the officers have did what they had to do and got all of these people out of the government and got rid of the riffraff and things of that nature. People actually do work now. Let me give you this for example, right? You got carry and conceals or whatever that were being issued by the DC separate department that was handling the gun license and things of that nature. They went from turnaround time for like 4 months, 5 months for you to have to damn get a gun registered in DC and get a carry and conceal to 2 weeks. It used to take you 3 months just to get an appointment to talk to somebody and take your information and your gun down there. Now, you go online right now and they got appointments available tomorrow. How does that happen? What changed? You put some fire under their asses and now they want to do some work.
Well,
I think they should take away the gun license for people over there, man. Take
yeah,
everyone who has a registered gun, call it all back in, man. No more guns for people, man. Maybe
yeah,
that
but
will-
you know the problem with that thing is the people that registered their guns, they are not even shooting the guns. It's the illegal people that can't even get a gun that are shooting people because they have criminal history.
So basically, they have more illegal guns than legal guns.
Yes.
So they make guns legal to kind of balance back the cause and effect.
Yeah, but then even if you want to get the loopholes you have to go through to get a legal permit, is like, well, you gotta show, have you paid your taxes, CJ? If you miss on one tax payment, it's like, okay, you can't have it. You know, do you have like a continuous employment and income? If you don't have it, you can't get it. So there's a lot of requirement to get like legal permit. So everybody's like, the criminals like, well, I don't qualify, so who cares? So they just go buy on the black market and just shoot people with it. Because people that really want the legal guns, they don't want to wake around and just be shooting people, you know. So that's what is happening, man. Yeah, there's one more video for you, man. Hold on, where is that one? There's one more video. Okay, here we go.
DC safe again. Donald Trump isn't just making DC safe again, he's making it healthy again, because I can finally go on my hot boy walks again. Because you want to know why I couldn't go on my hot boy walks before? Because I didn't know if I took a stroll in DC whether or not I would run into a gaggle of game bangers, a cadre of criminals, or a youth who wanted to play patty cake with my forehead. But thanks to Donald Trump's leadership, I can finally go on these hot boy walks again. And look at me, I'm just walking around town, looking around. I'm the neighborhood watch today. let a YN do something. I'm calling the feds.
You know what a YN is?
Nah, otherwise,
YN is to be politically correct. They say YN is a young nigger. You know.
oh, yeah, the young, like the young.
Yeah. So anytime they say yo,
Give me those headphones. Give me those iPods. Or else, you know what it is.
you don't want a
WC.
problem with YNs, man. Anytime they say the YNs are around, you got to move, CJ. You got to run because the
Oh
YNs
my
don't
god,
play.
why is
These
on
one
play?
years are just shooting everybody.
So that's what the guy was calling the youngins.
Yeah, the Y
So that means young people doing that, real young people,
yeah,
youngins, man.
yeah. So
They're like,
YN, young
"Oh,
niggas, man.
I ain't got a job, I ain't got no money, but I like
Just
those
no shoot.
iPods, man. I like those
Yeah,
sneakers. Give me
yeah.
those
Let me have them.
AJs, man." He's like, you can't wear AJs on the street no more. I'm sure you don't
Yo,
see AJs on the telephone wire in Washington,
hell
D.C.
no. Shit, these people, man. And you have they have black people. The problem is the rich black folks, those that can read, those
Mm.
that are living in gated communities. They don't live in the hood or the suburbs. They are rather complaining and say, "Oh, Trump is targeting black folks." I'm like, can you just shut up? What about the victims? People are only crying for the tags. Nobody cares about the victim. What about a mother whose kid got killed last week? How is she supposed to feel? If the cops were on the street last week, he wouldn't have got shot. But for some weird reason, everybody takes the position of the thugs. They don't think or cry for the victims. You know,
Maybe
like,
that's
it,
maybe that's a thug's parents talking,
yeah, probably. Because during Trump's first administration, it's like there's too much violence and murder and killing of young black kids in Chicago. So you know what? I'm gonna bring the National Guard into Chicago, and everybody's like, "Man, Trump is being racist, man. Why is he targeting majority black cities, man? We don't like that, and we don't." People started protesting. We don't want this. And guess what? That year alone, guess how many black kids got killed? 750.
Hmm. That sounds like a drop in a bucket of water.
Yeah. And the same black people were like, man, we don't want Trump bringing the National Guards to Chicago, man. We don't want him here. And at the same time, every weekend is like a movie scene,
Hmm.
And you see mothers on TV cry, oh, my poor baby. He's no bad kid, man. He just got a gun and he decided to let it go. Well,
Hmm.
you know, that's what we have, man. That is what it. But why is he not targeting white people? You should be happy somebody's caring about your dumbass kids. You know, fucking hell, man.
Well, he's actually not like saying like he's targeting a particular race. It's just he's going after the people who have the higher crime rate. So if you don't want
Yeah,
him to target you guys, lower your crime rate and he wouldn't have a reason to be there. You think anybody
yeah,
want to be thinking about doing this shit? Want to be babysitting like big grown ass people? Nobody wants to do that.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like a
The
headache, man.
yeah, the other problem is because they said, oh, maybe if he works in DC, we have to go to Chicago, we have to go to Detroit, we have to go to LA, and then people are like, oh, guess who is the mayor in these cities? They are all blacks. So yeah, he's targeting black. Why doesn't he want to go to Memphis, Tennessee, Mobile, Alabama?
But I
Those
think
are what
Detroit is Detroit. When we look at all those drug and gangster movie, where they from? Detroit,
Detroit,
Chicago,
Chicago, Los
maybe some of
Angeles.
New York
That's
City. Like
yeah,
all those big name cities. Those small cities ain't got shit. They probably have some stuff, but people don't die like that every day. They probably have drugs, but their drugs is like low key. It's like people take it and they OD by themselves, but you
yeah.
don't hear like much people dying like that. Or maybe they're smart enough to make the alligators eat the body. So
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking hell, man. Yeah. Alligator. Alligator.
Yeah,
Yo, Trump is wow.
you know, if the alligator eat the body, nobody knows.
Alligator. No. And those people can chew through bones too, I heard. They said they'll chew through bones like it's nothing.
They wouldn't leave anything back because you're hungry. Once the alligator
Yeah.
hungry enough, there's not gonna be any evidence left, man.
Yeah. Trump is wild. They said, "Wait, what are we gonna call this place?" He said, Alligator Alcatraz. If you want to run, run. The alligators are waiting for you in the Everglades. Your Trump
Mm.
is crazy, but
Alligator
these guys.
Alcatraz is much better than Guantanamo Bay, or what's our guy's name again? Where is he from?
Oh,
Our favorite president. Where is he from again?
oh, you're talking about the.
El
He's not
Salvador.
American.
El
Oh, you're
Salvador.
talking about El Salvador. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yo, that
It's
guy
better
don't
than El
play.
Salvador, man. It's better
Yeah.
than El Salvador, and it's better than Guantanamo Bay, man.
Yeah, man.
Alligator
Alligator
Al-
Alcatraz, man. Run
Alcatraz.
if you want, you know. Run if you want. Yeah.
At least
But
you
that
have
guy, yeah, yeah, Trump is wild.
the alligators are police, or maybe what
Yeah,
they need to do in Washington D.C. to lower the crime rate. Just drop a bunch of alligators in the city, and then it's like,
yeah,
the alligators is gonna patrol the people.
yeah. Trump is
Yo,
wild because Trump wanted to reopen the real Alcatraz. Alcatraz was closed in the early 2000s because of the distance between that place and the mainland and how much it costs to just send food and transport prisoners is too expensive for the state. So they closed Alcatraz. And Trump wanted to open it, and Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, is like, get the hell out of here. You are not having that. It's okay. Well, I'll make a new one in Florida then. Alligator Alcatraz, man. Fucking hell.
yeah.
So it is crazy. Yo, but then talking about El Salvador, I used to like this guy. He's still doing a very good job, but he's beginning to exhibit dictatorial tendencies. In the past, you could only run for 2 terms, right? So this is supposed to be his last term. And then for some weird reason, he said, you know what? Can we tweak the constitution a little bit? And the people like, what do you mean? He said, 2 term, I've done a great job, 2 term. Then what if I leave and somebody comes and he said, okay, open the floodgates and let all the criminals out? It will be a bad idea, right? And everybody like, yeah, we think it's gonna be a bad idea, you know. Maybe we can just tweak the constitution a little bit,
He
make
might
me run again.
he might not be the only one who's gonna do it, because someone is gonna come up in the next 2 years and have to go because they're not supposed to run for another term, right? They
That
will
would
follow the
Trump.
blueprint, bro.
Indeed. Indeed, man.
Once the blueprint
Indeed.
laid out, oh, this looks like
Yeah.
a great idea.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
sounds like
come
a
with
good
it.
idea.
I didn't do it.
No, I didn't
Th-
I didn't
I
raise
didn't
it. People
I
thought it's a
didn't
good
raise it
idea.
against you. Everybody thought it was a good idea, so I just let me just do it.
Yeah. Yeah. So he changed the constitution, man, just without lifting a finger. He said, yeah, I've done a great job. Yeah. Prisoners, nobody's terrorizing you guys. People can walk the street freely. Everybody, like, yeah. Maybe you think
But
we can
I
switch.
think he
Yeah.
needs
So
to stay, man. If he stay, we could get a chance to see a Bitcoin city, which can be good.
yeah. Yeah. It's supposed to take off because he was the first country to actually dump a lot of the state's money into Bitcoin. He just people just people were afraid to go there and spend money. And then infrastructure is not real developed in order to buy from the supermarket and all this stuff. So he's primed to reap the benefit if they keep investing into that. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it'll be
fucking
good
hell.
for them though, because their currency ain't good either way. So why not do it? And to me, it's
Yeah,
like
well,
I'm still surprised that a lot of like the other countries ain't like jump balls deep into that. Like for example, countries like maybe Russia, Cuba,
Yeah,
like all of
yeah,
these like countries who is like going through
yeah,
it.
yeah.
They're
But
really
CJ,
going through it.
yeah. But then if they jump heading into the crypto stuff, then the banks print free money every day, right? So they are not going to get. And Russia, for instance, export a lot of their inflation into Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, and these Kazakh and Kyrgyz and all these Stans country,
You
because they
don't
used
even
to be.
you wouldn't need to export inflation again anymore because it's like you're printing trash to buy solid cash, and then while they're doing that, the solid cash going to inflate. So when it inflating, you're deflating. So
Yeah, yeah,
you get what
but
I mean? That kind of.
yeah, yeah, but they still find a way. They still find a way to balance their account, so they can, just like it's the same thing like the US inflation is down now, but they can just jump into crypto because they export a lot of the inflation and they are able to print a lot.
Or what
You
you
know.
can do, instead of like printing it, you could, okay, all right, cool. We're not gonna print it. We're gonna just create our own mining field. We mine it. That way you're printing for free. You get what I mean? Money printing
Yeah,
money you can use to break down your shit. If you decide
yeah,
to use the Bitcoin to just deflate whatever like stuff you already have, it works too. But to me, if I had a
yeah,
country and I had all that kind of money, I would just create my own Bitcoin farming center and let it pay for its own self, bro. Because at the end of the day, dollars is something that you're printing, so it's free.
yeah. And because they'll rather print the money and give out loans. That way they are fighting the inflation, sort of. Because you remember China started with the CNDC. It didn't really pick up. Have you tried it? The
No, I
digital
mean like,
yuan?
yeah, because no one wants digital UM, but you have to use the money to do something that everybody wants. Everybody wants the Bitcoin, so just make your make a farm and cash out Bitcoin. And while you're cashing out Bitcoin, you just use it to do whatever you need to do.
Yeah, the people are still experiencing with all the oil. They're still experiencing like uh light cuts and everything.
And then the next thing what
So
I realized, like doing something like that, like for instance, to like a country like Russia, right? After having billions of dollars seized or trillions of dollars seized like that, I thought you would just, oh, let me have be more diversified in the future. I would have, you know what I mean? I would do
yeah,
something like that because pumping oil like it makes no sense, right? So in the future, some of my oil should go into something like that. It's like in
sure.
one day, I could become the country with the most Bitcoins. Like I'll start controlling,
Yeah. Well,
and it's gonna be something that the rest of the world gonna want and can transact. It's like
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what these
My,
guys think because to me, it's
yeah,
like it's simple. You gotta have like options.
yeah. But the printing gives them a lot of leeway to do whatever they want to do. You
Mm.
know, the printing gives them a lot of leeway because they borrow to these countries. They give them like interest-free loan for 100 years, and they just print a bunch of money and give it to them. So the economy of scale in terms of printing is widely accepted around the world.
Yeah, they
So
focus on bonds. That's the
yeah,
thing. Treasury
yeah.
bond
So
is like they're stuck in the old ways, but to me, it's like you can't be stuck in a world that trying to push forward. You gotta innovate, man. And to me, it's like that's one ways like the countries who are falling behind because
yeah,
you can never print as much dollars as the US, and the US dollar is always deflating. and the US has complete control of your assets. It's like they could decide, wake up today, okay, you've been a bad boy, I
Yeah.
cut you off.
Yeah. Look at it
You
from
know,
Russia's perspective, right?
yeah, it's like you've been a bad boy.
Yeah, I'm
That's it.
cutting you off.
And it's
Yeah.
like there's nothing you could do, say
Hell no.
about it. It's like your country completely shut down. You have to like
Yeah.
go through hoops to try to jump
Yeah.
out. But with having these assets like that right now, it makes it like, okay, they can't seize it because they have no control over it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think they should start thinking in that sort of way to sort of diversify in their portfolio, you know?
Yeah.
But I think they
Yeah.
were thinking, oh, we have all the oil in the world. So either way, it's like we could always send you
Yeah.
oil and you give me this.
Yeah.
But
Trump
no,
already told them
you've
they are
been a
like a
bad boy. You can't send oil to nobody.
yeah.
Even your oil becomes useless.
That's crazy. Trump is like Russia is a
No.
glorified gas
Yeah.
station. You know, it's a good gas station in a poor neighborhood is Russia.
Mhm.
It is crazy. Oh, they're meeting to Japan. Oh, yeah, they're meeting tomorrow morning. So hopefully, uh, there's a link. Just pick that link and just broadcast it live. I think that's gonna get a few views. I'm sure. Hopefully, there's a link. So hopefully, and oh, the next story is Drake. He wants a lot from Kendrick Lamar. I want to add this screenshot to the lawsuit is ongoing now. They are in discovery now. So I'm gonna add this so that we find out what actually Drake wants from Kendrick Lamar. Can you see?
Yeah, from January 1st, 2014 to present, all documents and communication related to the allegation of domestic violence, violence against women, and other form of violence committed by Kendrick Lamar. Huh? Why are they talking about violence?
Yo, Drake is wild. Drake is wild because Drake is saying
Drake
in
is becoming
family,
like the new Diddy?
yeah,
Like,
in family
but
matters,
in the opposite way. Being the person accusing is like being one of those, like there's this saying, don't be one of those like women out on the street, trying to get in the house. Drake is
yeah,
becoming like a woman on the street trying to get into the house to
yeah,
suck
Drake
all
is
that
wild.
money out, man.
Yeah, because he in family matters, he says Kendrick abuses his wife. So, and Kendrick didn't even respond to that. Kendrick just ignored it. So in this discovery, Drake is asking Kendrick to provide all the documents to prove that he didn't beat his wife, which is really wild because he's saying Kendrick. He said everything I said about Kendrick is actually true. Kendrick beats his wife, and then read the next one from January 1, 2009 to present. All documents and communications relating to David Isaac Freely, aka Dave Free, and his relationship with Kendrick Lamar Dark Web and Kendrick Lamar Dark Web children. So also in family matters, Drake says Kendrick's sons are not his children. It belongs to his manager, Dave Free. So now he wants a DNA proving that the children are actually Kendrick's children. This is what he is trying to prove, that everything I said about Kendrick is actually true. Everything Kendrick said about him that he's a pedophile is a lie. So you want documentation from
Like, I'll be like,
yo, this guy is
if I was here, I'll be like, kiss my ass.
yeah, this guy is wild. This guy is wild.
Uh, People
Yo,
don't know when to
to
stop,
yeah,
man. People don't know when to stop.
yeah. You just take your loss and just vanish. But this guy is not taking his loss sitting down, man. He's fighting everything. You know,
Yeah, he's really
he's
behaving like
fighting it.
he's behaving like a puss puss.
Yeah, that's true. That is
No
true.
boundaries. It's just coming out vengeful. You
Yeah,
know, with only thing in their eyeballs is just revenge, revenge. I don't care
yeah,
who I have to burn or who needs to go to hell or who needs to like suffer for this, but I just want revenge.
yeah. It is crazy. It is
Yeah,
crazy, man.
yeah.
Drake is getting out of control.
Soon, maybe soon you're gonna hear him sucking a D to get that revenge. You know.
Yeah. At this point, this guy will do anything. At this point, this guy will do anything. This is what this is what a judge responded with after he asked for all that. The judge is like, even though the discovery is still going on, this is
Mm,
what the judge said. Um, and again, I think it speaks to the question of context because yes, I focus on the line. Talk about him liking young girls. That's a gift from me, from Drake. But the context of that is not even limited to that line. And Your Honor, I'm going to read it verbatim. Please excuse the profanity. This is the entirety of the statement from Drake. You remember this song, right?
mm.
Tailor Made Freestyle. When
I don't
Kendrick was
remember.
not
I don't
okay,
remember
when
lyrics.
Kendrick was not responding, he came out with Tailor Made Freestyle. He said, "You remember Eminem in 8 Mile when he said, yeah, I live in my mom's basement.
Mm-hmm.
I check off, and he's saying everything bad about himself so that the other MC cannot use anything against him. He just confessed to everything. So the guy
Mm.
has nothing else to say.
Yeah.
So Drake thought it was a wise move to tell Kendrick, he said, Kendrick, we need you, the West Coast savior, engraving your name in some hip hop history. If you deal with this viciously, you seem a little nervous about all the publicity. Fuck this Canadian light skin dot. We need a no debated West Coast victory, man. Call him a bitch for me. Talk about him liking young girls. That's a gift from me. So this is Drake saying this. He said Kendrick, because he knows Kendrick going to come and say, because there was a video online of Drake kissing a 16-year-old kid. So
Oh,
Drake knew
he
Kendrick
confessed
is
about
going to say
the
something.
young girl. He talk all this stuff, but the end is the biggest punchline. He like the youngins.
Yeah. And even said, that's a gift from me.
He better not go to DC. You know they probably light him up.
Yeah, this guy is crazy, man. This guy is crazy. So now you just no hold bars with Drake, man. He's suing everybody. Even people that reacted to like the music reactions on YouTube, he added all their names to the lawsuit too. So a bunch of guys are gonna go to court to testify that Kendrick didn't pay them to like they're not like us, so this is well.
Yeah, but that track is for real.
Yeah, but
Drake
according
Drake
to
ain't like Drake ain't like us, man.
yeah, but
Drake.
according to him, Kendrick paid a lot of money to get bots. Kendrick used bots and fake
Well,
views and
if
everything.
they really go down that rabbit hole, I think both sides, the promoters of both sides definitely use bots. That's how they get to pump the video. Like in the very beginning, they never really
Yeah,
make these things go natural, like
yeah,
raw natural. Is like they'll build up the steam and then let it feed off of it after.
yeah,
Like just to get it out there quick. But let's see, man. Let's see what the reports come in with. Let's
yeah,
see how many numbers, what the numbers say. But I doubt they're gonna find the numbers because the only people
yeah.
who could find this kind of information is the people who willing to make these information public, like
Well,
the Googles
yeah, yeah,
and X and these guys.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
gonna have to give them
yeah.
some insight.
Because it is well. It is well.
because
Because
because in that industry, a lot of almost everybody kind of does that, you know. So it's like nobody's gonna want that stone to be turned over, you know. It's like,
that's what the label is saying, because they are on the same distribution. They are all on Universal. Kendrick and Drake are both on the same fucking distribution, UMG. And UMG is like, yo, bro, you don't want us to say what we did for you. And Drake is like, okay, so if you did something for me, it means you did something for Kendrick too. So I want to see what you did for him. You know, I'm like, yo, this is gonna be spicy in a few weeks' time. This is crazy.
hmm,
You know, this is crazy because I was watching what was the name? I saw something on X, and one of the biggest streamers is like, yo, to get into the game, to catch up to where we are. And I'm like, this is funny. It's like to catch up to where we are, it's gonna be a tall mountain because people are paying people just to clip their life. I'm like, huh?
yeah, people are faking it to make it,
Yeah,
because
it's like,
you know, it's like there's this thing is like a lot of people out here, they like to follow the clout. So it's like they probably, when they're going through their timeline, right? They see a bunch of videos. Oh, this one didn't get any views. Skip. Although they want to watch it, but
yeah,
skip. Oh, this is like a million views. Let me see what that is. That is how
yeah,
that that is how it is. So it's like by
yeah,
pumping numbers, it helps to increase viewership.
yeah,
It's like a
yeah,
lot of people do that to get that. So it's like what
yeah,
this guy is saying is like they pump their numbers so much before is like,
yeah. He said to do it now, he said it's gonna cost you. This guy is wild. He said, like, some people start by just like a million. They are on live and you see 700,000 people are watching. Yeah, so you have to start that way because I'm like, yo, what? It's like these people are crazy. They said that the field is so gentrified and there's a lot of people competing for the same resource that shit is wild to do it organic, unless maybe how would I put it? Uh Maybe you get a president or something happen and you have maybe a perpetrator that did something wild and you have the person on live at the same time, then you get organic views. I'm like, yo. And he quoted one guy, Neo. It's like he's paying $200,000 a month for people to just clip his live. I'm like, oh,
mm.
$200,000 a
But
month.
that means he probably making more than $200,000 a month when that happens. Because if it's not coming close enough, yo,
Yeah.
yo,
Because
you know what I mean?
this is what happened, right? For the live streamers, um, everybody was looking for a deal. The guy actually got a deal. So what he did was he borrowed some money, and because the like Kick is a new streaming service where they're offering deals to people based on the viewership. So what these
Mm,
guys do is like once a new streaming service is coming into the market, fucking they just go gun wire, just
they got that
button a
deal.
view. So yeah, so you see, I have 2 million people watching me last night. You know, so that yeah, so the board thing is, bro. The board thing is from I understand what Drake is saying because uh some of these things are wild. But to ask for DNA, I don't get it. You know?
Drake is just on some trippy shit, man.
Yeah, yeah, it is wild.
Yeah, man.
It is wild.
Imagine what will happen if
Yeah,
Kendrick was to say like he did something to his.
y- yeah,
It's
yeah.
like when a girl come home and be like, "Let me see them."
Ah, shit. Yeah, that's wild, man.
Let
That
me
could,
smell that shit.
that could break a marriage in a minute.
Yo,
That could break a marriage.
that should feel wet, bro.
Yeah, that could break a marriage. Yeah, that's wild.
How come you so wet down there?
Yeah, what were you doing? What were you doing? Were you touching yourself? What were you doing? Huh? What exactly were you doing?
Because if he wants that from a rapper, imagine what he wants from his woman. Holy shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Because
Yeah.
like when people are behaving like that, it has to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
To come from
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah. If like yeah, like okay. Damn. He might even put like a fucking what's that device? Um uh
A hidden
no, the one from AirTag.
air tag, follow them
Yeah.
around. Oh,
Yeah.
she's doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, she's
He's
doing
not
that.
like that controlling type now. Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of apps that people need to have in their phone. Maybe all his women have to have one.
Yeah.
The Chinese do
But
it
that
like
will,
that these days.
but that will make your life miserable to though. It's like you're always thinking about like that will make your life really miserable. Like what the hell?
Hmm.
You know? Yeah, if you guess there, then it's better you break it off, man.
Yeah,
You know?
that's
Yeah.
how I feel about it.
Yeah, if you guess it better, because man,
What is
I don't
not
know.
yours ain't yours, man. What is not
Yeah,
yours ain't yours. Let it
yeah,
be.
yeah. There's no need crying over spilled milk, man. This shit is wild. Anyway, hopefully they solve that issue. So tomorrow is the day, man. Trump is meeting Putin. The last topic for the day. What do you think the outcome is going to be from this meeting?
Well, I don't know. I hope like after the meeting a decision is made, like clear as daylight. I hope it's not like postponed again, and I hope these people not, bombing up each other. I hope we can end up in peace
Mm-hmm.
and get our stuff resolved and give Zelensky his chance to, be at the table
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they niche it out because I feel like it's becoming stupid right now. Like
It's dragged on too long.
it's dragging on too long, and it's like one saying stop or else, and the other one is like, yeah, we stopping, and no, we're not stopping, and it's like, man, just go over there and give him a good slap.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not
Yeah.
promoting violence. I'm not promoting
Yeah.
violence. This is
Yeah, it is.
sarcastic.
Wow.
Some
It
people are
is.
literally, but yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
think,
is.
yeah, he needs to figure out what is
It
his
needs
game,
to. Yeah.
and he needs to get a solid answer from him, yes or no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, see, like how he's behaving like a dictator in that meeting. He should come up with a solid yes or no, and
Yeah.
a course of action, and let it be
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. I think Russia might throw China under the bus because from the people going to Alaska to meet Trump, they are not like uh, the security apparatus. They have all the like the economics, minister of finance, and minister of the minerals, and minister of agriculture. All these the things Russia has in natural resources. These are the guys Putin is going to meet Trump with. So I think because China has the rare earth now, and Russia has a lot of rare earth too, but they don't have the resources to mine those rare earth. So Putin is just with this amount of finance guys around him. I think he's just gonna give Trump a deal, man. So you know, what? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna give you this, and you give me that. You
Yeah,
know,
well, to me, that is what it looks like. Trump is that kind of guy. He's always looking for a good deal. He's always looking for a good deal. The only person who's gonna come out like in the awkward
being fucked is
situation and
Zelensky.
getting fucked is Zelensky, you know? So to me, it's like, even if Trump has to get his deal, right, and say, okay, the war is going to be over, he go there, get his deal, and just be over with it. Because to me, when you're the smaller country in the mix, you always lose either
Yeah,
way.
yeah,
You always lose
yeah,
either way. Because once Trump decide, okay, we're cutting off everything, and then if they want, they say, okay, we start feeding information to Russia just to end it quick,
yeah,
and in the end, you still have to cut a deal. They're gonna do
yeah,
it. They could do it, you know, and they
yeah,
probably do it secretly because one of the reasons I think Zelensky and these guys were winning right now is because Trump probably feed them some information and they start winning.
yeah, yeah.
You could
And
decide, okay, we feed it to the other side. It's like, I don't know, man. So
yeah,
like Zelensky's just gonna be the loser in the middle of all of that. But he's
yeah,
fighting for face right now. Putin is also fighting for face right now.
yeah.
Trump is also fighting for face right now. So it's like at
Indeed.
the end, the big dogs are gonna win, man. The big dogs always win. Unless
Yeah,
Trump is like, I hate Putin.
yeah. He can say that now. It's too late to say that now. You know, he's knelt down in front of Trump, in front of Putin for too long. So, you know,
But what you said can be good too, can be true too, because what will probably happen, as you said, is that at the end of the meeting, they throw China under the bus and it's gonna be a big distraction and the attention is going to focus over there and these guys going to continue fighting, which is just drag the whole thing over. So I hope that's not how it turned out,
yeah,
because if you realize recently there's a lot of news report about, oh, China is helping Russia and China is sending XXX to Russia. So then
yeah,
it's like, anyway, man.
yeah. You know, China is also just keeping face. China doesn't want Russia to win the war, because Russia winning the war is going to elevate Russia to a status that China is trying to, you know, because now Russia is not selling any weapons to anybody, and those countries are now buying from China. So all the African countries that used to get their weapons from Russia, they are now getting from China. You get, so it's like China, like the longer this goes on, the more China takes up Russia's position in supplying arms to the world. So, and Russia winning, everybody's going to leave. Once Russia wins this war, these African countries and these southeastern nations are going to be like, oh, Russia just won the war. We have to go back and get Russians' weapon, and China is going to be left holding their dicks. You know, China doesn't want that. You know, China really doesn't want that. So a lot of geopolitics are play right now. You know, so it is wild. Hopefully they solve. And Zelensky is also on the chopping block. You know, they were supposed to hold elections since last year, and his time is due to. Once this war is over, he is gone too. So he also understands his position. You know, once there's peace, he's a goner. He's no longer going to be the president. He knows that Putin doesn't want him to be the president. Putin is like, okay, the war can stop today if this guy stops being a president. Well, that's one condition, you know. So yeah, so he also, everybody understand your position, you know. So, you know, anyway, man, we've gone too long enough. So hopefully tomorrow we can get a good link and just stream that motherfucker. Yeah, hopefully, man. Hopefully they send cameras. At least get up some 20 minutes. That should be good.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be a private conversation. Anything we see is gonna be like the entertainment factor. Maybe Trump pull
Yeah.
out a paper from his jacket.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Yeah.
Yo, that would be crazy. That would be
Yeah.
crazy.
Anyway, close us up, man.
All right, guys. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting us. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. We really appreciate you guys' support. This is for you guys.
Yes, indeed.
And you guys know how it is. It's all peace and love. And yeah. See you guys in the next one. Bless.
Adios, amigos. Hold on. Where is this?